small assortment of 5 different 18th century American imprints. All of them, as typical, have various sorts of condition issues. And for instance, here we see an 1800 imprint in Boston that someone long ago covered with a glazed marbled paper. The book is still tight and sewn as issued, but it's, shows clear signs of having been heavily read and used. There's a letter at the end of this book that is the story of a conversion of someone from Islam to Christianity. We see here that followed by a poem, The Bird of Paradise, and then there's an advertisement leaf for publications. Here is a marbled paper-covered boards binding from 1791 Hartford. Someone has long ago attempted to repair the hinges. The book is still sewn and tight as issued. Here we see a full leather binding where the covers, as typical, have become detached. However, the blank end papers are still present at the front and rear, and the book itself is still sewn and tight. It's a nice book of aphorisms. Here is an interesting marbled paper over wooden boards binding, and as typical, wood boards of this era have a tendency to split, and indeed we see that here. There is a 1798 inscription there, and the imprint is 1798 Leominster, Massachusetts. And this book also shows signs of heavy usage and time. It's spotted with various small little defects in the corners of some pages and some bent corners and short edge tears, etc. And the final book is quite interesting for the date and the binding. It's a 18th century American full leather binding, and it's an odd volume, but the contents do stand alone. It's New York, 1775, a very interesting year for an American imprint. The book itself is still sewn and well bound. It goes to show you the craft of bookbinding at this time could be quite high. And this group of 5 different 18th century American imprints is currently available on my website, briandemambro.com.